Hello, guys. How is everyone tonight? Okay, so last video of the evening, I have one more subscription box to unbox, and this is a new one I've never done before. Anyways, those of you that do not know, my name is Brittany, and I am an influencer and a product reviewer. So I unbox a lot of subscription boxes and also do product reviews on different products that companies send out to me. Many of you that know me or that watch my channel and have seen several of my videos, especially the first one that introduced myself and all about me, know that I am an elementary school teacher. Woohoo! Go Bull Pups! Alright, yeah, we're the Bull Pups, not the Bulldogs, because we're elementary. So, I'm a second grade teacher at Spring City Elementary School. I live in Tennessee, and so yeah, my first passion is teaching. I love it. They say that you have to have the heart for it, and in order to be a teacher, you really have to just, well, one, have the heart, but two, it's something in you that you're born with. Not just anyone can go out and be a teacher. There's so much more to it than just teaching these kids. So, out here, and every child is different. Every child deserves a chance. Every child deserves to be loved. And we have so many different children out there in the world. So many of them, they don't have what some kids do at home. Some of them don't receive love. If it weren't for their teacher or their principal or the bus driver or whoever it is, the first person they see that morning, if they're not smiling and willing to give them a hug or a high five or whatever it is, they might not receive one that day. So teaching is very dear and near to my heart, and I love it, and it's something that I'm just very, very passionate about. So yes, this whole channel, it's all about, fashion and makeup and clothing and subscription boxes and neat, cool stuff and just different things. But one thing that I love is that teaching can be incorporated into this as well, because there are teacher subscription boxes out there, as well as, different products for teachers out there. So, I am going to be doing a product review over, excuse me, my first box or product that has to do with teaching, and I'm so excited about it. Okay, and yes, I use my hands a lot when I teach, and so I use my hands a lot here too, so sorry if that bothers you. I want to start off by saying the box that I'm going to be talking about today, it came with two different things. There was this little package. I don't know if they forgot to put it in there or if it's something extra or maybe it just didn't fit or what. This thing's pretty full, it feels like. But this is, it's called Kindergarten Crate. Okay? Kindergarten Crate. Now, let me tell you this. First of all, for all the teachers out there, Kindergarten Crate is it started out just being for kindergarten. Then they they added to it, and it's for pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade. Now, I know I said I teach second grade, but here's the thing. Last year, year before, and this coming school year. So every year I've taught second grade. My first year teaching, I was a first grade teacher. And then I was moved to second grade. I am the inclusion teacher. So I have students in my class, not all of them, definitely not all of them. Last year we did an ability group. So therefore that means we had different levels of students in every class. So I might have some really low students, I might have some students in the middle, and I might have some really high students. That's what it means by ability grouping or not ability grouping. When you don't ability group, you have all levels. When you ability group, you just have certain levels. Now, with the pandemic that's going on, with us not being there at the end of the school year, we don't know yet what our beginning of our school year is going to look like. I do know I will be the inclusion teacher again this year. I also do know that 9 times out of 10, we will ability group this year, just because it will make it a little bit easier to have, you know, all of the really high students together, all of the average, all of the high average, the low average, and then the lowest of the low together. So in my class, I will have the inclusion students, and I'm not sure yet which level, but it will probably be some of the lower students in there with the inclusion students. And inclusion usually means that they have an IEP. So they may they might not necessarily be in special ed or anything, but they may, you know, be pulled out for speech, or they may be pulled out for, or they may just be, they may have a 504 where they need to be watched. They need a little extra help, a little extra push. So being in inclusion is not a bad thing. When you're in an inclusion classroom, the inclusion teacher has an extra set of hands. So she has, I have an assistant in my classroom that is in there all day long. And so she helps me, you know, pull what students, you know, she would probably be this year with the students that are higher and don't need as much help, while I'm with the ones that need more help. Just because we went through so much at the end of the year last year, there's really going to be students all over the spectrum. There's going to be students that struggle a lot more than usual. So, it's just going to be a rough year starting out, but you know, it's part of it. It's part of our job. So, and we're going to do it with a smile on our face and to the best of our ability. So, and we're always there to give these students everything we've got. So when I say I'm an inclusion teacher, that doesn't mean, you know, necessarily that, oh, these students, you know, they're in special ed, or they don't know anything, or no, definitely not. These students, they're smart. They have so much potential, you know, they just need that extra push. They need that extra help. And that's what an inclusion classroom is for. And I have really grown to love what I do. Well, I mean, I love teaching anyway, but I won't lie. When I went into my first year of teaching inclusion, I was scared to death. I was like, I don't know anything about special education. You know, I didn't go to school for special ed. And I ended up doing really well. You know, my principal came to me that year and she was like, Brittany, I think you found your niche, you know? And I was like, what? It took me by surprise. And then the next year I was in inclusion again, and then this year again. But I hear so many people that when they hear inclusion or IEP, they think, oh, those poor kids, they just, no, that is not it. I don't want parents to think just because their students are in an inclusion classroom or because they have an IEP that means they're any different or any less smart. They are just as smart and they have just as much potential. They just need a little push. They need a little help. They need that extra oomph. And that's what we do in my classroom. And so the reason I feel like I'm going to be able to use this box and it be beneficial in my classroom is because in an inclusion classroom, that doesn't mean you teach any different than any other second grade classroom. That just means you have to start maybe at a little lower of, I'm trying to say this the right way. You might have to start a little lower of a grade level than the other second grade classrooms, or maybe the higher classroom, you know, the students that are in the really high classroom may start on. But they're still learning the same standards. In Tennessee, we have set standards in every grade we have to teach. And just because I teach inclusion doesn't mean that I get out of teaching those standards. I still have to teach all the second grade standards. It takes a little bit more time. We might have to go over things a little longer. We might have to start at a lower level and work our way up to that standard where we're learning. So that's why I feel like this box, I ordered the first grade level of kindergarten crate, and I feel like it's going to be great. I feel like I can use the materials that I'll be receiving in this box. So, without any further ado, let's unbox this box. And I'm so excited about this, guys. This is my first teaching subscription box ever. So, super pumped. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to open this envelope first. I went ahead and pried it open while I was waiting on the video to start. I had to stand up and stretch my legs. I've been doing several videos tonight. So there's one thing in here. I thought it was going to be a book, but it's not. And I love this. It's so exciting. I started to actually, and last year I did download, I didn't pay for it, but I downloaded off Teacher Pay Teacher some supply labels, but I never printed them off because that's a lot of ink to waste, you know. And then you have to worry about, oh, well, then I either got to print it on cardstock, and that paper is expensive too, or I'm going to have to laminate it. And this is already on cardstock. It's on glossy print. And there's 44 labels in here. Now, they're not adhesive, but that's fine. Because in my classroom, I would rather not use adhesive. I've learned to love Velcro strips. Like the little, either the dots or the squares. And it's easy on and off. And yeah, so this is great. I'm excited about this. thank you to Kindergarten Crate for that classroom organizer. I'm excited about that. That's just super cool. And they did say that Kindergarten Crate, like the summer boxes are more to prepare your classroom for the beginning of the year. And each month box prepares you for the month ahead of it. So like July's box will prepare me for August, and August's box will be for September for October. So I'm sure like in September you might get something like Halloween, or and then because it don't come till the end of the month, so I wouldn't get it till like the very end of September, early October, that kind of thing. So like November's box will be for December. So that's like, it's exciting. So I'm really excited about this box, and I have high hopes for it, and this is a great start to it already. I got really disappointed because when I first ordered this box, it took forever to get it. Like I ordered it at the beginning of June, and it was supposed to ship out the third week of June, which would have been like around the 15th or so, and I still hadn't got it by the 30th. And they say you should have it by the 30th because on the 30th they draft your account again for the next month's box, and then your next box, and they redo your subscription. So when it got to be like the 24th or so, and I hadn't heard anything on tracking or shipping, I was like, okay, am I going to even get my box that I paid for? Because I did pay for this one. I'm not partnered with them. It would be great if they would love to reach out and partner with me. But anyway, I was like, oh no. So I sent an email, and I never heard back from them. And I was like, are they just ignoring me? Well, the email was going to my junk mail. So I will give them that. It was going to my junk mail, so I didn't get it. And then finally, for some reason my phone won't let me check my junk mail. So I got on my computer and checked it and found it, and they had emailed me back, and they explained everything. And they apologized and stuff, and they told me that it would be there by the 30th. Well, no, they told me it would be here by last Saturday at the latest. Well, I didn't get it last Saturday, so I sent another email, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna get the box like hopefully Monday, because you said it would be here Saturday at the latest. And Tuesday is the day that I'm supposed to pay for my next subscription, and I like to see a subscription before I get the next month, if I'm paying for it, because what if I'm not necessarily in love with it and I don't want to spend that much money, So I've heard really great things about this box, but I was just like, you're still kind of skeptical until you see for yourself. So they were really, really nice. She reached back out to me by email super quick. And now I had corrected where it was going to my junk mail, and so now it was in my actual inbox, and so I could check it from my phone. I saw it as soon as I got it, and she apologized, and she actually told me my box was set to be there on Monday, but since I wasn't going to get it until Monday, so I would have time to look at it and then decide whether I wanted to renew the subscription or not, she would set my subscription renewal and wait to draft my money until the 3rd of July, which was super nice. And I told her it was fine to go ahead, you know, and take it out on the 30th, just because I didn't want any more delays on next month's crate and stuff. But she still went ahead and did that and assured me that I would get it when I was supposed to. So I thank them for that. At first I was kind of disappointed, and I thought, oh no, customer service is going to be not what I expected, and the box might be great, but that's kind of upsetting when customer service isn't great. But it was all because of it going to junk mail, and once we got that straightened out, she was super nice, and I'm just so thankful for that. So thank you, Kindergarten Crate, for postponing the day for my draft my account for next month's subscription and to renew my subscription. I'm already super pleased with these labels, so I'll probably definitely be renewing. But anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to kind of explain that, because if you do order from them and something like that happens, make sure you check your junk mail. Like, there's another company that I've ordered from, and I thought, oh, maybe the same thing's happened with them, but it wasn't. It was just customer service. But Kindergarten Crate's customer service is awesome, and so I thank them for that. And anyways, I'm ready to open this box now, and I'm going to be quiet. I just wanted to explain that. So if you order as well and you have, you know, delayed shipping, just reach out to them and make sure that it's not going to your junk mail. Okay, so cool. We have our supply labels first and foremost that I just opened, and in every box there's something. Like, there's something for the classroom. I think there's a book. There's something to go along with the story. There's like a lesson or activity or something to go along with it. There's some, like, I guess this might be the thing for the classroom since it's summer and it's not like there's like supposed to be resources in here for your classroom, but this may be the resource, like, get your classroom together since it's summer, instead of something to work with the students with, maybe. But anyways, and there's something to treat the teacher in every box. So, like, I know some boxes come with t-shirts, like several times a year they do t-shirts. It might be a bag. It might be even a treat, a snack, a certain kind of snack and stuff. So that's really cool. And as a teacher, it's always great to feel appreciated. You know, we hate to be like, oh, notice us, poor little teachers, we're underpaid and we don't get no. I think since this pandemic went on, so many people have so much more respect for teachers than they used to. But as a teacher, it is nice to be respected sometimes. It is nice. It is nice to be respected, definitely. But it is nice to be appreciated, and it's nice for people to show that appreciation. So that small gift in this box is very much appreciated. So thank you to Kindergarten Crate. The next thing that's on top of this box, super cute, it says School's Out for Summer. And I guess it's kind of like a beach bag. Cool. So, like, if you're going to the beach, they know you're a teacher, and it's like, School's out for summer. And we hope school's not out forever, like the song says. Okay. So, school's out for summer, and the little O on out, the O's on schools are sunglasses. And the O on out is a sun. And there's a little zipper. Cute. And then on the bottom, I don't know if it's insulated or what. Yes, it is. Cool. So it's insulated on the bottom so you can put like drinks, snacks. We're going to the pool. I have a beach bag that I always take to my sisters when we go to the pool. They live like 5 minutes down the road. And she has an in-ground pool. And so I always take that big bag. But if we take drinks and snacks, it's like they get hot because there's nowhere to put it. So this would be pretty cool to take. It would fit your towels and it would fit your sunscreen and stuff in the middle. I always take my hair bows and stuff and sunglasses, and then you can fit your snacks and drinks at the bottom. That's super cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kindergarten Crate. Alright, next thing. Awesome. Okay, so we have some lanyards. You can never have too many lanyards. So these are both the same. And Chalkboard Brights Stars lanyard. Alright, so it's black. It has all different colored stars on it. And it's a lanyard for your school ID. Pretty awesome. Alright, next thing. Oh, I love these. Cool, cool. The kids will love these when coming back from summer into class. I have a jungle themed classroom, safari, and I add tiki and all that into it, and beach, and it's just a cool classroom, and my kids love it, and it's one of the most decorated classes there is, and we have flexible seating, and I try to do, you know, cool little incentives here and there. So this is cool. These are erasers, and they're different kinds of ice cream. So you have like the orange ice cream, and I think they actually come apart. The erasers, yeah, that come apart. So the stick comes out of that one, and the orange comes off of the vanilla part. And then you have like the ice cream cones. There's a pink ice cream cone. Let's see. Pink ice cream cone. There is a pink ice cream with a stick, like the orange one. There's a vanilla ice cream cone, and there's a chocolate ice cream cone, and there's also a chocolate little ice cream like that, and they all come apart. That's so cute. The kids will love those. Super cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kindergarten. Great. Okay. Next thing is Mr. Sketch Scented in my favorite colors. We have red and pink. Well, red's not a favorite, but when you're a teacher, you gotta have red because they're grading. I mean, come on. So we have red and pink, and they're both scented, and it looks like they're cherry and watermelon. Super awesome. Thank you. I love scented stuff. And you can never have enough pens or markers, right? Alright, and I'm like over here peeking. The next thing is washable school glue pens. I will not be sharing these with my students because they all use glue sticks. They're not getting any loose glue that has to take a while to dry, but I use stuff like this for special crafts that we might do. So yeah, super cool. I like these. I don't have any of these. Super awesome. They will be very handy. Those will go straight in my desk. Alright. The next thing is Alphabet activity cards. Put apples on the tree. So it's Play-Doh. There's 26 cards for all the letters in the alphabet. There's 1 can of Play-Doh, modeling compound, 1 wipe-off crayon. So it's like a dry erase crayon. It wipes off. And 26 two-sided activity cards. So like the letter H, trace the letter H, create your own hair on the person. Okay, so everything, so like the letter H, they would trace it and then they would create the hair because hair starts with the H. Cool. And then also like this would be for if I have a student that's really low and they're struggling with writing, this would be great for them. I have actually had students in my classroom in 2nd grade, you know, since it is inclusion, that have struggled with writing, or maybe it's even not that they don't know how to write, but they struggle with the neatness of writing and the formation of letters, the correct way to form letters. So if we're not busy and they're not doing work, this would be something good to pull them to the side and have them work on the formation of those letters to really help them with their writing. In the Play-Doh, we could always find something to do with that, high frequency words, something. So this is pretty awesome. Cool. This would be even better for like kindergarten or pre-K, but I mean, I could make use of something like this for certain students. And then it says 3+ and my niece is 3, and we're just now working on alphabet and letters and all that kind of stuff, so I can always use this to help her too. All right, super cool. I like that. Thank you. All right, this says Kindergarten Crate theme summer stock up. Facebook, have you joined our Facebook group? In your box, oh, we have a book in here. Okay, and the book is Tilly's Stay-at-Home Vacation. Tilly's at-home holiday. Okay, so we have teacher lanyard, classroom supply labels, Elmer's glue pens, Mr. Sketch markers, ice cream erasers, and the teacher's gift is the teacher's summer bag. And I guess this is just something extra because it doesn't say that it's even in here. Kindergarten Crate updates. We hope you enjoy this box of stock up supplies for the summer and next school year. We sent our last digital pack for this school year on Saturday. The theme is summer and you can access it here. So, okay. So you get a digital lesson with each of these books that gives something to do. Now, I know I've seen in a video of an unboxing of this during the school year, like if they send an activity to do to go along with the book, they'll send like enough, like the glue, it might be something for it, or the Play-Doh might be something to do with it, or the markers might be something to do with it, or you know, anything. And then they send enough construction paper for each kid, or if there's cutouts that go with it, they send enough cutouts, or if there's copies of worksheets, they send enough copies of the worksheets for every student, because most classes have somewhere between 16 and 20 in our school anyway. 21 students. Some schools have up to like 25, but I think they send up to like 30 of each, so that's pretty cool. But there is a digital pack for the school year, and you can access it by the site they have here. You just go there and you can print it off. It says next month you'll get a back to school box. The theme will be me and my community. It will have a read aloud book, student activities, classroom supplies, and something for you. A teacher's shirt this time. Yay! So I'm super excited about that. So when you do start your subscription with Kindergarten Crate, they do ask your shirt size, so they'll always have that correct, so you'll get the right size. And it says sneak peek at the next month's box, and it has a firefighter here, so I guess that has to do with the book, since it has to do with me and my community. And then there's a man standing here. I don't know if that's part of the book too, or maybe the activity, or maybe classroom supplies. I'm not really sure. And then it has a shirt down there, so we know we're getting a shirt next month, so that's super exciting. And then here is the book, and it's a nice book. It is it's not a hardback book, but it's still very nice, sturdy, good. And this could be a book that I could read to my students, because since the pandemic was this summer, there's lots of students that we have lots of students that don't even get to go on vacation ever, but and they come back to the school, and other students, we have a what did you do over the summer session, and each kid gets to get up and talk, and they're sitting there like, oh, I didn't get to do anything. But even some of those students that usually go on a vacation might not have got to go this summer due to the pandemic and stay-at-home situations. I know we had plans to go to the beach, and our reservations got canceled because we were actually supposed to leave the day after school would have ended, and it was the day that they came and got their grade card. So we were supposed to leave May 23rd to go on vacation, and since everything was shut down, the beaches and all that was shut down until June 1st, we didn't get to go to the beach this year, which was very depressing. But my parents did, they're retired. Well, my mom is fully retired. My dad is partially retired. We can't ever get him to fully retire, no matter how many different times he tries. He's just a busybody. But my mom is enjoying her retirement, loving on the grandkids and doing stuff with them, and spending time with her sisters and brothers, and my dad as well. So she stays home. My dad works from home, so on the days that he does work, so they get to travel whenever, which is great for them, and she's really enjoying it. And as part of her retirement, they made an investment this year in a condo in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, because we live in Tennessee. And so and since we didn't get to go to the beach, and we owned, now that, I say we, but my family owned that condo up in Gatlinburg, we were able to go up there the day after school was let out. So after that last day, when they came and got their report cards and stuff, and we went up there and we helped do some decorating and redecorating up there, and getting everything cute and nice and neat like we liked it, and kind of making it like home to us. And so we stayed up there for a few days, and that was nice. We spent we spent Memorial Day up there together, so that was enjoyable. We really had a good time, even though we were working and doing stuff. It was just family time. So, and my husband and I are going to go back here in a couple of weeks for our anniversary and spend a couple of days, just him and I, at my parents' condo. And so, right now I'm hearing that the COVID-19 cases have really spiked in Sevier County and around that area right now, so that's kind of scary. So I'm hoping it doesn't get canceled and we lose another trip this summer. But just like we, lost out on our vacation, many kids, I'm sure, will have lost out on having a vacation this summer. So this book will be very fitting. It's Tilly's at-home holiday, or Tilly's at-home vacation. So that'll be fun to read to them at the beginning of the school year, the very first of the school year, just on our get to know you days, which are going to be very slim this year because we've got to really jump in and start the learning process since we didn't have as many days to learn last year. But anyways, this is the Kindergarten Crate box. Super awesome. Like I said, it is focused for pre-K, K, and 1, and you pick which grade that you want or teach. So like I said, I do teach second, but since it is inclusion, I can use some of this stuff as a starter or as a base, and then to move on to the second grade standard from there. So like we do a lot of the times in the inclusion setting. So that is why I chose to go ahead and get this box. And I'm really pleased with it. It has some really awesome stuff, especially just for getting ready for the school year and school supplies and stuff. So in the summer bag, little beach bag, was super cool, very cute. I would give, and now that I have had a chance to deal with their customer service, I would give this box definitely 2 thumbs up, 5 out of 5 stars. They did a really good job picking stuff for the classroom, getting things that students would like and would enjoy, and that really would go for a first or second grade classroom. So if you teach pre-K or K or want first grade, or you're an inclusion teacher for second, I think you could even use the stuff that is sent in this box. So anyways, thank you so much, Kindergarten Crate. I love everything that was in it. If you would like to collab sometime, just hit me up. I'm on Facebook. I'm on this channel, of course, and also Instagram, and I do have a Twitter as well. So you can find me at any of those places. My information is linked on my page. There are links to all of my pages. And please, everybody, hit the subscribe button down below. Please hit the notification button and give it a like as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. You guys have a great night, and as always, love ya.